Everything's going well over there in New York. Have you heard some of these quotes coming out about the time with Aaron Rodgers as their New York Jets quarterback? Mm-hmm. They are gleaming over there.
Oh, yeah.
They are beaming fucking cheek to cheek.
Oh, yeah.
They are so happy. Cornerback DJ Reed, it's lit over here, man. There's great energy around the building, especially when I came the first day. Everybody's just happy, had a smile on their face. There's just a lot of energy in the building. One guy can do that. Even when he came in the building, I was like, dang, that's really AR. He's a Jet. Linebacker C.J. Mosley, pretty good football player. Mm-hmm. It's just a different vibe. He sets the bar. He sets the expectations with his resume, with his name, and the way he approaches the game every day. It's not every day you get to go against a future Hall of Famer quarterback. As a defense, we're honored to be in this situation. Wow. Lakin Thomas, he's amazing. Getting to work with that caliber of player makes everyone around him better. They weren't the only ones. Dwayne Brown, just his presence is motivating in itself. I've played against him so many times in my career. You see it up close and you know what he's capable of. I'm very grateful to be part of this and feel the vibe that we have. Holy shit, are they paid to say this?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, said Quincy Williams. I was kind of starstruck at first. We warmed up right next to each other. I was like, hold up, coach. Let me take a few minutes to take this in, watch a few throws, seeing him in the green. Elijah Vera Tucker says, just seeing him in the huddle is like still a surreal feeling. Gary Wilson, everybody's going out to work with a smile on their face. This is something 20 years from now, 30 years from now.
What?
I'll tell my kids, I played with Aaron Rodgers. This is from the same article in The Athletic. Mm-hmm. Now, remember, there was articles written about how miserable teammates are to be around the Aaron with the amount that he expects from them, the amount of information that is flooded to them, and everything like that. Then you hear about this. He's at Rangers games, he's at Knicks games, he's at Wicked, he's at the Tonys. He's getting the biggest pop at all of these things. And then his teammates are like, I fucking love going to work. Is this the greatest time in Aaron Rodgers' life right now? AJ Hawk, and what does this say to you think?
I mean, obviously he's had a big impact on the squad from the jump. I think if they're excited now, they're going to be very excited when they start the regular season. They get to see him like up close and personal make plays when he's your quarterback. That's a special thing. And I think it breeds confidence to the rest of the roster, which they already have, but I think it'll be much better when they get to see it live with pads on against another team.
Ty, obviously, anytime you get a chance to reprove yourself, rebuild relationships, everything, there's going to be a freshness to it. You know, honeymoon phase is always something talked about because things are new. This feels very good over in New York.
Yeah.
Vastly different than what it was in Green Bay for what, at least for as long as I've been around pretty much in this Green Bay Packers fandom, like 3 years. This is night and day completely, Ty.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it seemed like when they went to the NFC Championship game in the COVID year and then they got the number 1 seed and lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Niners, like they were winning because he was playing so well in spite of all the shit that was going on behind the scenes because, like, in the media, they kind of made it seem like, hey, you know, they've kind of, like, everything's good. Like, all this stuff has kind of been put to rest, but everyone knew, like, that's bullshit. Like, there's still all this stuff bubbling beneath the surface, and it was kind of just waiting for last year where they don't have as good of a year, and then it all kind of rises to the top. But, yeah, I mean, like, all these guys, they knew how good they were last year, and they were just missing a quarterback. And you didn't just get like a, you know, no offense to a guy like Kirk Cousins, but they didn't get just like a guy who's good who can take you to a playoffs. Like they got
sounds like offense to Kirk Cousins.
Not at all. But
sound like the GM of the Vikings.
They got
yeah.
He thinks it, so exactly. But they got a
not
guy.
Anymore though. He's wearing chains.
Yeah, true. Yeah. They got a guy who's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, they didn't just get some guy who's good enough who isn't going to be as bad as Zach Wilson. Like, they got a guy who they can fucking, you know, who can take him to a Super Bowl.